Good evening, people. Welcome back to my channel. I am UndeadSick83, your governor of Walking Dead reviews. And today we are going to do a different video than usual, because today we are going to talk about my experience at the convention for the Love of Horror, the festival in Manchester in October 2021. Yes, I finally got to go to a festival. I finally got to go to a convention, and it was fantastic. So I have been going to For the Love of Horror in Manchester, England, last weekend. Actually, I went 4 days. The convention was 2 days, and I had an absolute blast. This was fantastic, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. But before I start, I just want to say cheers, as I'm of course having beer since it's weekend, of course. So again, cheers. And let's dive into this video, because I have been very excited to go. Sorry about that. Again. Am I good? I think I'm good. So I've been looking forward to going to this convention for a long time. I haven't been to any Comic-Cons or conventions or whatever for like 2 years. I mean, COVID is a bitch, people. COVID is a bitch. But anyway, we finally got the chance to go, and everyone was safe. Everyone was like okay. We all had, we all checked our QR codes and IDs and stuff. Everybody was vaccinated, or at least safe. So the whole convention was just very laid back and mellow and happy. Everybody was just happy to be coming back together and just have fun at this convention. So it's been an absolute blast. And For the Love of Horror, this was actually my first time going to For the Love of Horror, and I really love this convention. And the reason why I love this convention is because the horror community, the community of who love horror movies and TV shows and stuff, they are just so laid back, and they are unity, right? We come there to celebrate our love for something, right? It's not like a toxic fandom, of, for example, Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever. This was just, this really felt like one big happy family, horror-loving family. And it also, it felt normal. Like I was saying, I mean, it was, you didn't feel any of the anxiety or the stress from COVID and stuff like that. This was just a nice little, very happy convention, and it was great. So let's dive into this convention. Actually, it was 2 days. It was Saturday and Sunday. But I decided to arrive on Friday. I arrived on Friday at Manchester, at my hotel. The reason I'm doing this is because, I know from experience, a convention like this, a Comic-Con like this, takes a lot out of you, energy. It takes a lot of energy, and just your mental, your whole mental state is like in high gear. So it really takes a lot out of you. mentally and physical wise, so I decided to come on Friday, that way I could, get checked into my hotel, just lay back a bit, rest, have some dinner, have some drinks, just rest up, get rested up very well for 2 very long days at For the Love of Horror. So, yeah. So I arrived on Friday. The hotel was great. The people were great. I got to meet some great people, really wonderful people that I think could have become great friends with. I think so. I think one of them has subscribed to my Facebook. I think it was. Liz, if you're watching, you're awesome. You're awesome. Anyway, but yeah, I met some lovely people. The hotel was great. The restaurant, the drinks, they were all good. And then on Saturday we went to the convention. Now the convention was opening at 9:00, and I had an early ticket, so I could get in at 9:00, which is good because you can get in line for the really big famous sort of actors and actresses and stuff. So it opened at 9:00, and on Saturday I thought I would go. I thought I would go and walk to the convention, but even though the hotel was the closest at the convention, my hotel was the closest. The hotel closest to the convention center, basically. And it still was a 40-minute walk. It still was a 40-minute walk. And it's I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I mean, you are walking and queuing all day. So walking there for 40 minutes, I wasn't going to do that. So I took a cab, basically, to the convention. And I got there a little late on the first day. I think it was 9:45, I think it was. Which was, it was still good. I still had plenty of time to do what I wanted to do. But, so yeah, because I had to struggle with the cab and walking and stuff, which was better. I got there a little late on Saturday. But I still arrived in time to do plenty of stuff because I did some amazing things on Saturday, which I'm going to talk to you about right now. All right. So, okay, so Saturday, you arrive at the convention, you get to the door. Basically, you show them your QR code, right? The proof that you are vaccinated or that you have been, tested negatively, all that stuff. They ask for your ID, and then basically you give them your ticket, and basically you get a wristband. You get a wristband, right? With Walker Stalker, you actually got a key, sort of a keychain with a hallway pass, basically. But in this case, they gave you a wristband, and the color of the wristband was that indicated did you have a ticket for Saturday or Sunday or for the whole weekend. I of course got a wristband for the whole weekend. So you get your wristband. You hand over your coat at the reception, basically, or the lobby, and then you're going into the event. Then you're going into the big hall where the convention is taking place, and then you can just start to have fun. So, and this is where this is where all of the fuss basically started. All right. So, I figured on Saturday I would do most of the queuing. Right. I had this whole thing planned out about doing. I figured I'd do the most queuing and autographs and photos and stuff on Saturday, so I would have more time on Sunday to relax a bit, to walk around the convention, to buy some T-shirts and maybe some movies, all of that stuff. So that's what I decided to do. So I did most of my queuing and autographs and photos on Saturday. And actually the first one that I got in line for was actually my number one of the convention. Alright? It was actually my number one. And, originally, my number one was going to be Tony Todd from Candyman, and Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws, of course. Sadly, those two canceled the convention. They still felt, a little too nervous with this whole, COVID thing. Which I can imagine. I mean, Richard Dreyfuss is, I believe he's in his 80s, so I can understand that. But out of all the actors and actresses that were going to arrive, the first one I went queuing for was at the top of my list. And that is Tom Atkins. Yes, Tom Atkins was at this convention, and I have been wanting to meet with Tom Atkins for a very, very long time. The guy is awesome. Everything, he's a great actor. Everything he did, from The Fog to Escape from New York to Creepshow to the... did I mention The Fog? I think it did. The Fog, Escape from New York, Creepshow, Halloween 3. He did some really, really great work. Maniac Cop, of course. The guy is a great actor, and he did some really, really good stuff. So I really wanted to meet him. So I got in line on Saturday for Tom Atkins, and of course, since I was a little late, the queue was already pretty big, but still it went relatively fast. All right, so I got in line. I got at the table where Tom Atkins was sitting, and you know what? This never gets old. I mean, whenever you meet one of your stars, you're always nervous. It doesn't matter who it is. And I can tell you what, these people can tell. But anyway, so I arrive at the table and Tom Atkins is sitting there. And of course I have to take a minute to let it sink in. Like, oh my God, I'm meeting Tom Atkins, right? And you know what? The guy is smaller than I expected. Actually. He looks bigger on screen. But, the magic of film, right? The magic of film. So yeah, I got to meet Tom Atkins. And, he's such a happy and laid back person. It's fantastic. It's amazing. He's very happy to be there, to be there for his fans, to meet his fans. He felt very welcome and at home there. He's very laid back. He has great humor, by the way. And of course I had to give him something to sign. And I figured, everybody's gonna bring either Halloween 3 or The Fog, right? So I thought I'd bring something different, right? And I thought I'd bring Night of the Creeps. I brought Night of the Creeps right here. Which is actually, it's my favorite movie with Tom Atkins, actually. Night of the Creeps. It's my favorite movie, actually, with Tom Atkins. So yeah, I thought I'd bring that, because I think, everybody was going to bring The Fog or Halloween 3. So, I basically asked him, I handed him the Blu-ray sleeve, and I asked him, do you want to sign this with my name on it, of course? And he said, yes, of course I would. And I was actually, it's very funny, because I was telling him that Night of the Creeps is actually my favorite movie that he's in. And as it turns out, it's his favorite movie that he ever made. And he already answered that for me. I was like, that was gonna be my question. And I'm not even lying. I was actually gonna ask him, like, which movie are you most proud of? Like, what is the movie that you had most fun making? That was gonna be my question, and Tom Atkins already answered it for me. Damn it! And but yeah, Night of the Creeps is his favorite movie that he made ever, which is great. It's great, and I was so happy that I chose that film, because as it turns out, not a lot of people had that film with them. But anyway, so yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy to meet, and he signed the Blu-ray slip right there. He signed the Blu-ray slip with my name on it. There it is. It's my name there, right there. It's doesn't that look fantastic? I mean, like, Tom Atkins signed my Blu-ray sleeve, guys. Tom Atkins, he signed my Blu-ray sleeve. That's fantastic. So, I'm gonna put it into the Blu-ray case. Screw it, screw it. This is great. And but yeah, he was a great guy to meet, and very down to earth, and very very kind as well towards his fans. And hold on, oh, there we go. And he's living in Pittsburgh now, actually, with his family. He's living in Pittsburgh, which is I've never been there, but it sounds great. But anyway, that's the Blu-ray right there. Do I have it? I'll fix that later on. But again, Tom Atkins signed my Blu-ray right there. Look at that. How fantastic is that? I've got Tom Atkins' signature, people. Tom Atkins' signature. And just to prove it to you, where is it? There it is. Okay. Just to prove it to you, I also did my photo op with Tom Atkins on Saturday. I also did my photo op with Tom Atkins on Saturday. So I am queuing again. Here I am. I'm queuing again, and it's almost my turn, and I'm moving up to like where I'm supposed to stand until we do the photo, and it's like I said, it's meeting your stars. It never it never changes. You know, you're always nervous. You're always stressed out when you're meeting your, you know, fan favorite movie actors, and like I said, these people can tell because I look terrible at pictures when I'm nervous. All right, so it was my turn, and oh yeah, you should know this. When you're at the table and he's signing your, you know, your photo or your Blu-ray or whatever, you have time to talk with the actors at the table. When you're taking a photo, there is no time. It's get in line, get in position, make a photo, and go. Because there are so many people that want to take a snapshot with, of course, with the actors. They don't have time to chat with you when you're at the photo op. Just so you know. But anyway, it's my turn, so I move up, and he recognized me, of course, and it's like, and I you know, I figured I was I was probably standing around a little bit like this, like that, like shaking and stuff. I don't know. I don't look at myself, but so I was just standing there for the, you know, for the pictures to be taken, and Tom Atkins was like, "Don't be an idiot. Put your arm around me." And it's so great. That was great. He cracked me up, man. And like, don't be such an idiot. Just put your arm around me. And that was great. He cracked me up. And as it turns out, the photo is actually pretty freaking amazing. I mean, this is going on the wall, people. This is going on the wall. I mean, like, this is amazing right here. This is amazing. But this is going on the wall. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can see it properly, but there we go. Look at this. Me taking a picture with Tom Atkins. Right there. He's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I think it's like this. But it's fantastic, man. Fantastic stuff. This is going on the wall. Here's my proof that I met Tom Atkins right there. So, yeah, fantastic. And you know what? They give you these like folders to put the pictures in, like this. But you know, I'm just gonna list the photos anyway, so you know, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so that was the first thing I did on Saturday. I met Tom Atkins. Absolutely legendary actor. I think he's fantastic. And you know what? It's when I was at the Q&A, because he did a Q&A actually. The Q&A was on Sunday, so I did that on Sunday. But when I was at the Q&A, I was asking him, like, do you have any, you know, projects coming up? And actually he said yes, because he's going to be in season 2 or 3. I don't know what it is, but he's going to be in the next season of City on the Hill with Kevin Bacon. And he's going to have a guest role in the new season of that. So that should be great, I think. That should be great, but yeah. And he recognized me again. Like, when I asked the question, it was like, is that Thijs from Holland? Is that the guy from Holland? And I was like, yeah. So, great guy. Anyway, enough about Tom Atkins. Let's move on, right? So the next thing I did on Saturday was that I met Adrien King, who is, of course, I mean, we all know Adrien King from Friday the 13th, the first movie, right? The first Friday the 13th movie. Let's see, where do I have it? I don't think this is the one. This is the one. Where do I have it? Like, there it is. Okay. So, the next thing I did was meet Adrien King, of course, who played Alice in Friday the 13th, the original film. And she is such a lovely person. I mean, Adrien King, she is very kind and she's such a fun woman. And you can really tell that she adores her fans. She actually loves her fans. You can really, her whole demeanor and the way she talks to people, it really speaks of, how much she loves her fans. How much she adores her fans. And you know what? She actually takes the time to talk with you as well. Because I think I was talking to her about, like, I think it was like 10 minutes. We've been talking for a long time. I think it was like 10 minutes, something like that. Anyway, but very kind and fun woman to be around with. She clearly adores and loves her fans. And you know what the really fun thing is? And this might be a scoop, but in her Q&A that she did later in that day, in her Q&A that she later did on Saturday, Adrien King actually expressed her desire. Basically, she basically said that she would be willing to do another Friday the 13th movie, like a direct sequel from the original movie. Kind of like what they are doing with Jamie Lee Curtis right now in the new Halloween films, right? Just skip over all of the sequels and just make a direct sequel with the original. And if that movie ever got made, she would be willing to return as the main character, which I think is awesome. I think that is awesome. I think that is great. Bring back Alice, people. Give me Alice. I'm ready. And you know what? And later on, I said to her at her table, I actually said this to her, like, if Jamie Lee Curtis can do it, then you can do it as well. If Jamie Lee Curtis can do it, Alice could do it. So bring back Alice. I really, I said to her, I really, really hope that it will happen one day. I really hope it will happen one day. The studios, they just have to sort all of their shit out with, like, fighting over money and rights and all this stupid crap that's been going around with the Friday the 13th franchise, right? So, but fingers crossed. Hopefully it will happen one day. But anyway, Adrien King would be willing to return in her role as Alice, which I think is great. Fingers crossed, Adrien. Fingers crossed. I really hope it will happen one day. Anyway, so yeah, I think I got to talk to her. I think about like 10 minutes. I mean, she was a really sweet person. And of course, I asked her to sign the Blu-ray sleeve of my Blu-ray, of course, right here. She signed it right here on that side. Hold on, let me. Oh God, I'm terrible at this. Hold on, let me. There it is. It's Tice. There we go. That's my real name, actually. So that's Thijs right there. And you can't read this, but basically she signed her name, Adrien King, and of course her movie character, Alice. And she asked to me like, would you like a quote from the film? And I was like, yeah, please give it to me. And basically she wrote it here like, what about the boy, right? She wrote "What About the Boy" on my Blu-ray sleeve, which is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Adrien King signed my Friday the 13th Blu-ray sleeve right there. "What About the Boy" right there. Isn't that amazing? I love it. I think it's great. There it is. So let's put that in the Blu-ray slip. Actually, hold on. Let me see which one it is. I have all of these with me here. Oh, there it is. I think there it is. This is the Blu-ray right here. Let's just move this right away into the slip right here, because I don't want the signatures to fade away or anything. So I just want to put them into the Blu-ray cases right away. Let's see, is that okay? I think that's okay. I think so, yes. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's good. Okay, let's close this up right there. How cool is that? Right there. How cool is that? Adrien King, right there. And of course, you're going to need proof, right? You're going to need proof. So I have proof for you. Because later on, I took my photo with Adrien King, and she is such a sweet person. I mean, like I said, these people can tell when you're nervous. They can tell when you're nervous. So, I queued. I got in line. I got to the front. I was ready. So I walked up to her, and basically the first thing she did was like she grabbed my hand. She actually grabbed my hand, and she said, don't be nervous. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's just a picture, and she was really comforting towards all her fans. But of course, I feel special now. I feel special. But I walked up to her like all nervous, and she just grabbed my hand. It's like, it's okay. We're just gonna take a picture. So, and it looks great. It looks really, really great. Hold on, I don't want to wreck it. There we go. It looks really great. Here's your proof. Me and Adrien King. And doesn't she look great? Doesn't she look great right there? That looks fantastic. This is Adrien King, people, right there. Standing next to me. My picture with Adrien King. That's the proof. That's the proof you want, right? So yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. That's going in a list somewhere. It's going in a frame somewhere anyway. So the next thing I did on Saturday, was meet Felissa Rose, right? Felissa Rose. And boy, I think, Liz, if you're watching, you know this, right? And boy, Felissa Rose is fabulous. She is so wonderful. She's like, I think I fell in love this weekend. Because Felissa Rose is wonderful. She is such a lovely and kind human being, right? She is such a lovely and kind human being who, like, she is just so happy to see her fans there. And you know, I wanted to ask her this question, like, because she is, of course, in a sleepaway camp. Hold on, let me grab that for you. Here it is, right there. She is, of course, in a sleepaway camp, right there. She's, of course, in the movie Sleepaway Camp. And I thought, like, I want to ask her this. So I walked up to her table, and she started signing my Blu-ray sleeve. I'll show you that in a minute. She was signing my Blu-ray sleeve, and I was asking her, like, when you did this movie, did you already know that that was going to be the ending? I mean, did they tell you that, or was that like a big secret that they only revealed like at the end of the production, basically? And basically, what she answered was, yes, the studio and the creators they told her, so she knew from the get-go that was going to be the ending. And the reason for that is because at the time, Felissa Rose was only 13 years old. She was only 13 years old. So in order to do this movie, she had to tell her parents what it was about. She had to tell her parents what it was about. So that's the reason the studio told her, like, this is going to be the ending, because she had to inform her parents, basically. But she's a very lovely and kind person, and just a wonderful human being. And I think I talked to her. I talked to her for about 10 minutes. I think I talked to her for about 10 minutes, which is crazy. But anyway, she signed my Blu-ray sleeve right here. Like, all of that is all Felissa Rose right there. Again, to Tice right there. And I think she wrote "Meet me at the water," something like that. I think that's a quote from the movie, anyway. But Felissa Rose signed my Blu-ray sleeve. Isn't that wonderful, right there? So let's just put that in here, in the case, of course, right there, because again, I want to keep these as best as I can. Let me see if I can put that in here. Oh, there we go. Is it good? I think it's good. I think I got it. Probably. Hold on. I think it's good. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And there we go. Doesn't that look fantastic? Sleepaway Camp, signed by Felissa Rose, people. There it is, right there. There's your... But of course, I mean, you want proof, right? You want proof. I got proof for you. Because later on, I did my photo with Felissa Rose, of course. Have to have a photo with Felissa Rose. And my God, this woman keeps amazing me. Because later on, when I did the photo, I was queuing in line, and she comes walking up, and she is wearing these sort of like high heels, and she's wearing this like, you know, beautiful red dress, and very long brown or black hair. I don't know what it was, and I was like, you know, and not just me, but like other people in the queue as well. I was like, God, is he gorgeous. I mean, my God, is he gorgeous. This woman is absolutely stunning. This woman is beautiful, and she's only 52 years old. She's only 52, which is amazing. I mean, God, was she gorgeous and stunning. Anyway, I got up in line and I got to the front and I was almost ready, and I walked up to her and I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna tell her, like, I know you're married and all, Felissa. I know you're married, Felissa, but I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I came up to her and I was like, can I just tell you how gorgeous you are? And she was a little taken back by that compliment, I think. But yeah, she was great. And this is, of course, is my proof. Me with Felissa Rose right there. Me with Felissa Rose. And just look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous right there? Me with Felissa Rose. This is so good. This is so good. Absolutely beautiful. Great stuff, Felissa Rose. I'm sure you're not watching, Felissa Rose, but if you are, love you. Absolutely fantastic. So, there you have it, Felissa Rose. Let's see. And that was basically... And those were basically my my autographs for and photos for Saturday. Those were basically my autographs and photos for Saturday. So I figured, I'm just gonna go to the shops a bit and just look through all of the stuff and see if I can find some cool things, right? And I did, actually. I did, because I bought 2 T-shirts. I bought 2 T-shirts from a local vendor there, and it was really great because the T-shirts were only £10. The T-shirts were only 10 to 12 pounds, something like that. But anyway, this guy had some great T-shirts. I got both of them in XL because I'm a little bit more firm than other people, so I need XL. But anyway, he had some great T-shirts, and the first T-shirt that I bought from this guy is, of course, I'm just gonna pull it up, right? Okay, the first T-shirt that I got is from. Can you see it right there? He got a T-shirt from King Kong. This is the original King Kong. As you can see, you have the monkey there, the gorilla, King Kong right there. On the right there is Fay Ray, of course, the first and original Scream Queen. But isn't this a great shirt? I love this shirt. There's nothing on the back, but again, if you look at the front, just look at this. This is fantastic. King Kong with Fay Ray in the front right there. I love this shirt. I think this shirt is great. Absolutely brilliant. So I got that T-shirt. And then I saw another T-shirt at the same stand, and as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. So when I saw this T-shirt, I just had to buy it. Again, it's in XL. So I had to have this T-shirt, and of course it says like. Where do I put it? Like, I think it's like that. Umbrella Corporation. Right there on the front. How cool is that? There's nothing on the back. Right there. There's nothing on the back. But on the front, it says, The Umbrella Corporation. The evil company from Resident Evil. I love this shirt. This shirt is great. I mean, this is... Who wouldn't want to have this, right? Especially a Resident Evil fan. So yeah, those are the t-shirts that I got. And then Saturday was done. Saturday was done. And you know what? So was I. Because this convention is taking a lot out of you. Let me tell you that. This convention is taking a lot out of you. So I was broke. I thought like, I think it was like 4 o'clock, something like that. And I was like, I'm just gonna go back to the hotel and rest up, and have dinner tonight and some drinks, and then I'm gonna be done because it's been a long day, and Sunday was going to be equally as long. So yeah. So I basically, that's what I did. And then, of course, Sunday comes up. And Sunday I did it a little better. Because Sunday, I got up in time. I had breakfast. I took a cab. And I went to the convention. And you know what? I was in the convention... I think I was in the convention around 9:15. That's only 15 minutes after it opens. So that was good. So I had plenty of time to look around and stuff like that, and find out which one I was going to queue in next or do something else, whatever. So I got there in good time on Sunday. And I had 3 more autographs to go. Now, the first thing I wanted to do was go to Alex Vincent. So I queued for Alex Vincent. Alex Vincent, of course, is... everybody knows Alex Vincent from, of course, Andy, the main character in Child's Play. Of course, stupid me... I was so stupid. I left my Blu-ray at home. How stupid is that, right? I left my Blu-ray at home, so I couldn't have him sign my Blu-ray. You know, idiot. Anyway, so I got in queue and I was moving closer to the table, and all of a sudden I thought like, oh, damn, I forgot my Blu-ray, you stupid idiot. I forgot it. How stupid can you be? Anyway, but anyway, it was, you know, at that time, it was too late. So, eventually, I got to the front, of course. I got to the table, and I actually got to meet Alex Vincent. From Child's Play. And you know what? I thought like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick something from the table then for him to sign, right? I'm just gonna pick something from the table for him to sign. And there were all of these snapshots from the movie and stuff, and I was like, I don't really like those. But then I saw one that I really liked, and I picked that one. So it's great. I got to spend like a little time with him, not as much as the other ones on Saturday, but I think I still talked with him about 6 minutes. So that's fine. And basically, I wanted to ask Alex Vincent, like, what is your best memory of making that film? Because don't forget, he was very young at that point. He was very young when he did the film. I think he was like 9 or 10 maybe. I think it's 9. I think it was 9. But he was very, very young at that time. So I was like, I wanted to know, like, what was your favorite memory of making that film? Like, what is your favorite memory? You know, and it's very funny because he said like his favorite memory was like all the stuff that happened, you know, behind the cameras, you know, actually making the film. That's the best memory that he has, actually making the film, the whole experience of doing this, you know, horror classic and stuff. And he remembered that like, you know, Brad Dourif was a very nice man. He spent a lot of time with Brad Dourif, who always cracked him up with, you know, with jokes and stuff. And the actress who plays the mother, oh, I forgot her name right now. I can't think of it. But anyway, the actress who plays Andy's mother in the film, you know, she took him out to the movies, you know. She took him out to see Back to the Future and all that stuff. So his best memory of this film is, you know, the behind the scenes stuff, you know, actually making this film. That's the best memory of Alex Vincent. Anyway, I found a really cool thing that I wanted him to sign, and he did. And this is my signature of Alex Vincent right there. I really love this picture, like you know, Alex in costume right there. Alex in costume, and there's of course, there's the doll, of course. Alex in costume right there. There's Chucky. And basically, he wrote it, you know, 2 ties right there, and he wrote "Friends to the End," which is cool. And then of course you like his, you know, his signature right there. But yeah, great stuff right there. Meeting Alex Vincent, that's awesome, man. And you know what? I really love Child's Play. I love the first film though. The rest of the sequels is, you know, complete and utter trash in my opinion. The first movie is really good. The rest of them are, you know, dismissible and just, you know, garbage in my opinion anyway. But I really love the original film. So yeah, it was great to meet Alex Vincent. And you know what? He hasn't changed that much. I mean, he got older, of course, but his face hasn't changed that much. He still looks relatively, you know, similar to this face. Of course, older, but, you know. But, yeah, meeting Alex Vincent, great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. But of course, I mean, you want proof, right? So, of course, later on, I did my photo with Alex Vincent, and again, these actors, they they just know that you are nervous or whatever, because you know it's crazy. But anyway, I queued for Alex Vincent. I got up front. I got in line. I got up front. I got, you know, all the way up to the start, and then basically it was my turn, and it's become a pretty cool photo actually. I think it's a pretty cool photo. How cool is this? Meeting Alex Vincent right there. Photo with Alex Vincent, and of course he holds Chucky with the knife right there. He holds Chucky right there. Meeting Alex Vincent right there. That's him right there. Great stuff. I love this photo. This photo is great. Anyway, but yeah, Alex Vincent, great guy. Anyway, so I had 2 autographs to go. I had 2 autographs left. And basically, I met the people from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The cast from this movie was here. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The cast from this movie was here, which is amazing. Grant Cramer was here. And what was the other one again? Grant Cramer and Suzanne Snyder. They were there. Grant Cramer and Suzanne Snyder. Now, the first person I went to was Grant Cramer, and I wanted to ask him, like, what was the reason that you took this film? You know, what was the reason you decided to take this role in this film? Because this movie, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, right here, I mean, the movie is just so bonkers, right? Because the movie is just so bonkers. It's completely insane, right? So I was wondering, like, why did you take this film? What made you say yes to this role? And basically, Grant Cramer said, you know, that was the reason. That was the reason I said yes. Because it's bonkers. Because it's insane. You know, he figured that this was a movie that was going to stay. He figured this was a movie that was going to stay. And he was right. So, that's why he said yes. And of course he signed my Blu-ray sleeve right here on the top in blue, right there. That's Grant Cramer right there. It's Grant Cramer. Really cool. And then I got to meet Suzanne Snyder, which she was sitting next to him basically. And again, Suzanne Snyder is just a very kind and sweet woman. She takes her fans very seriously. And basically, I asked her the same question, right? Like, why did you take this film? Like, what made you decide to do this role, basically? And she gave a different answer, actually. She gave a different answer. She basically said that the reason she took this role was because of the special effects people, basically. She said yes, because the special effects people recommended this movie to her. Because the special effects people, that they said, like, this is going to be a cult classic. This movie is here to stay. This movie is going to be a very big thing later on. Not right now, but later on. It's going to be a cult classic. It's going to be huge. So that's what the special effects people said to her, basically. And that's basically what made her decide to take this film, basically. That's the reason she took the role. So there you go. And then, of course, Suzanne Snyder signed my Blu-ray sleeve as well, which is in yellow. I don't know if you can read it, but it's right there in yellow. Again, two ties right there. So she signed in yellow right there. Really cool. Again, I think, there we go. So yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And you know what? This movie is completely bonkers. This movie is completely bonkers. And you know what? I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times. I had to rewatch it like 2 or 3 times before I could really appreciate what it was. But now that I've seen it a couple of times, I really, really like this film. So, yeah. Let's see, where is it? Is it okay? It's okay, I think. So, yeah, again, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, signed by the cast right there. Really, pretty cool actually. So pretty cool. So those were my autographs I did on Sunday. I went to one of the Q&As of Rachel True, who was in The Craft, of course. She was a wonderful person to meet. And then basically I spent the rest of the day of Sunday, just looking for merchandise, looking for things to buy, souvenirs and stuff. And you know what? I bought some movies, actually. I bought some movies, which I'm going to show to you. Hold on. Alright. So I got the T-shirts on Saturday, of course. I got the T-shirts on Saturday. And I bought some movies on Sunday, actually. There was this great, stand where you could get all of these films, from Severin Films, from Blue Underground, Vinegar Syndrome. A lot of really cool stuff. So, the first thing that I actually bought, because I have been looking for this for a long time. I wanted this so badly. I finally found it for a pretty good price, actually. And the first thing that I picked up is John Carpenter's Halloween, the collector's edition. This is the Scream Factory edition. The newest release right there. Scream Factory. This is the new release that Scream Factory recently released. Hold on, is there a dent in it or not? I think. Oh, it's okay. But this is the new release from Scream Factory. It looks amazing. Let's take this out, and again, if you look at this, very firm box, or very firm slip cover. It's very firm. I love it. That's what I want. But anyway, this is the front. This is the back. You got all of these extras right here. It's Jamie Lee Curtis right there. So great. This is the Blu-ray, of course, right there. And again, the back. You have 3 discs in this. You have 3 discs right here and right there, as you can see. So the first, you have the 4K Ultra disc. Then you have the Blu-ray disc, and then you have a third one, which is a Blu-ray with the original colors. That's very interesting. The original colors is that like the original color when it got released in cinema? I think so. I think that might be it. But anyway, there are tons of extras, audio commentaries, documentaries, a lot of really great stuff. So yeah, that's Halloween. I got that one, which is really cool. Finally have that one. Then some Italian exploitation cinema. I don't know if you can show this, but I'll just try it like this. I got the other way around. I got Selen Kitty, directed by Tinto Brass. It's the extended director's cut. I have to put it like this because there's something I can show you right there. But so I got Selen Kitty. This is the back. I think I can show this. I think I can show this very quickly right there. That's the back. You have like an interview with Tinto Brass. That should be interesting. 30 minutes long. You have subtitles. Anyway, lots of extras. So yeah, a bit of again, I love this stuff. You know, a bit of Nazi exploitation from the Italian cinema, right? I love this stuff. Great. It looks great. It stars Helmut Berger and let's see what else. John Ireland, John Steiner. So yeah, really good stuff. Selling Kitty. Then I got a movie that's directed by Jess Franco. It's a Blue Underground release. I really like this one. I'm looking very much forward to watching this. It's another one of those exploitation films from the Italian cinema. I think I can show this. I think so. Yeah, again, it's another one of those Italian cinema films, and it's 99 Woman. You know, it's a woman in prison film. You know, one of those woman in prison exploitation films. It stars Maria Schell, Maria Rome, Herbert Lom is in this one. You have 3 discs basically. I think I can show you this. Yeah, this is the back. You have all these extras right here with interview with Jess Franco. Sort of like an interview with Stephen Thrower, the critic, of course. There are some deleted scenes and alternate scenes, all of that stuff. There is a CD. I think that's the 3 discs, I think. But anyway, this is the... I think I can show you this. I think so. Yes. This is the inside. Yeah, so you have the soundtrack here. You get the soundtrack. And then, of course, you get your Blu-ray and your DVD, basically. I think that's what it is. Is that it? Yeah. So you have your Blu-ray and you have your DVD. You have reversible artwork. I don't know if I can show you that. And then you have this. I think I can show this. Yeah. And then you have a nice booklet right there. With some, I think I can show you this. Some pictures and some text right there. All of that stuff. Let's see. Can I show you anything else? I can show you this. You know, more text right here. So yeah, really great edition. Really great release. I love all of these Blue Underground releases, right? You know, with these extended limited editions and stuff. Really cool. So 99 Woman, European, you know, exploitation cinema. Can't wait, can't wait. And then finally, my last piece, the creme de la creme. Alright? Watch this. The creme de la creme. Because I finally got The Wonderful Worlds of Ray Harryhausen, Volume 1. Volume 1. This is fantastic. Here's the thing. I've been looking for this release for a long time now. I've been looking for this release for a very long time. But the thing is that, you know, this box goes away for insane money now. It goes away for like $200 or something. And I'm just not gonna pay that much money for one box set, right? I'm just not gonna do it. So at the convention for the love of horror, I actually saw this box. I saw this box. And this box was only 55 pounds. This box was only 55 pounds. And it was, I was like, now is my chance. Now is my chance. I have to have this right now. So I just, before anyone else could, I just grabbed it. Like, I don't care. This was my chance. This was my chance to get this, because otherwise it would be impossible. So I finally have this box set, and I'm so happy. I finally got this, because I'm a huge fan of Ray Harryhausen. So basically, this is like just like a sort of slip cover right here. This is the front. Great artwork, huh? This is the back. You have all of these extras right there. So let's open this up. You have the first one is It Came From Beneath the Sea, which is probably my favorite of these three films, about a giant, radioactive octopus, basically. So, yeah. Let's see. So you have, of course, two discs. You have the Blu-ray and you have the DVD right there. You have like all of these. You have all of these extras on the back right there. There is also a reversible artwork if you want it, but I kind of like this one. So yeah, that's the first one. Then the second one, 20 million miles to Earth, which is another very, very cool monster film. Let's open this up. This is your inside. You have the Blu-ray and the DVD. Again, you have reversible artwork. You have all of these extras right here. Reversible artwork, like I said. This is another one of those great films. And you know what? The creature from this film, I think it ended up being the Kraken in Clash of the Titans. I think he reworked this like creature until it became the Kraken in Clash of the Titans. I think that's what happened to that particular creature that he had. But anyway, so yeah, that one. And then we have the third and last one, and that is The Three Worlds of Gulliver. The Three Worlds of Gulliver, which is basically this movie is basically based on Gulliver's Travels, right? So yeah, great artwork, by the way. Again, great artwork right there. So open this up. Again, you have your Blu-ray and your DVD. You have the reversible artwork. You have the extras right there. So yeah, this looks absolutely fantastic. These movies look fantastic. I can't wait to rewatch them. And then, of course, you have this thick booklet. Look at this. You have this very thick booklet right here. It looks amazing. Look at this. You have all of this text right here. Let's see. There are some, you have some like cast and crew right there. Let me see if I can find a picture for you. See. Yeah, there it is. You have some pictures right there. It looks fantastic, man. It looks fantastic. Again, another picture right there. There. You also have interviews right there. This is fantastic, man. This box set is fantastic. It's a dream come true. I've been waiting for this box like forever. But like I said, I'm not gonna spend $200 on one box set. I'm just not gonna do that. So, but I'm very happy to have this in my collection right now. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, so those are the movies that I got. And then it was Sunday basically, and the convention was over. And I felt incredibly sad because going to this convention going to this convention has just been absolutely amazing. You know, it just felt so good to finally be able to go to these kind of things again. You know, it felt really good to be, you know, to be out and about in the real world again. You know, with other people from the community who love films and TV and horror and science fiction, and just, you know, spend a couple of days, you know, doing nothing else than talking about films and stuff. It felt really, really good. And again, the whole atmosphere of the convention was just so good. You know, everybody was very mellow and happy, and it felt normal. It felt like going back to normal, right? And I really needed that. After 2 years of shit, I really needed to feel normal again, right? And this convention gave that to me, and the people I met there gave that to me, and it's been fantastic. I really hope that I will get to go next year. That would be really good. That would be really good. I really hope that I can go next year, because this has been an absolute blast. So, yeah, so great stuff. Love this convention. So, that's it for this video, people. That's it for this video. Sorry about it's been a little long, as I can see, but, you know, I had to share this because it was a fantastic experience, and I just wanted to share it with you. So, but anyway, if you want to leave me any comments or reactions or whatever, you know, leave it down in the comment section, and I will be happy to talk to you guys about all of this stuff. So, anyway, closing this video now. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with another video as soon as possible, of course. Stay safe and healthy as always. Have a good weekend, and I see you guys. Bye.